I think we're live. All right, let's see if it's coming. It's coming onto Facebook. Give me a moment. Yes, let's do this. All right. Content. Howdy, everybody. Today we're talking about content, right? How to leverage content creation and maximize to maximize sales, because a lot of people get really hung up on this, and they shouldn't. um, This should be way easy and a very simple part of your business and something that you just integrate to what you're doing. So let's jump out. Here we go. I'm multi-streaming, so welcome. All right, we got all kinds of goodies going on. All right, as you jump on, say howdy. I'm going to have a little contest here. We've got Facebook going, we got the group going, YouTube, TikTok, and we want to see who can have the most comments so we can have the most fun. So, yes, super excited. We're going to talk content creation. So this is specifically for coaches, course creators, people who in the info product space, right? People who are looking to really reach people, make a difference, do something good, but all too often fail when it comes to marketing. How do you actually get in front of people? How do you make sales? The reality is you can get sucked into social media for hours and not actually get anywhere doing anything productive. So how do you do this? So today there's basically 3 parts to this live, and then we're going to get into a question and a Q&A at the end. Okay. So as you jump on, say howdy, let me know you're here. We'll see what platform. Ooh, Renee is on Facebook, Alex on Facebook. Facebook is winning. Charlie's on YouTube. All right, make some comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know where you're watching from. And we'll see what platform wins out. But this we're gonna have 3 parts to this live today. Okay, 3 parts, starting with purpose. Okay, purpose, and then some like how-to detail stuff. And then getting into different types of content and how to do it. Hey, Cherise, Christine, welcome. Mike, D, I love y'all. Okay, cool. So the reality is with social media, there's really kind of 3 purposes to creating content on social media. And when we say social media, I'm using that term broadly to include things like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I guess you could even say LinkedIn, all that stuff, right? So all of these platforms where people are hanging out. Now, the purpose of doing this, number 1, is to reach new people. If you don't have an amazing, warm target audience that is actually willing to buy from you, or you have like everyone needs this. You can't convince me that you don't. You absolutely need to reach new people ongoing so that you can keep your sales funnel full. You can keep your sales pipeline full. I'm so over social media today. Oh, bless you, D. Been there. Okay, so let's break this down and hope to minimize that for you. But we use social media to reach new people because the reality is, if you're marketing anything in the world, you need to get people's attention. And the easiest way to do that is to find where people are hanging out and meet them there. Where are people spending their time? Social media, all day, every day. Right? People spend crazy amounts of time on social media. So go to social media to reach them. Another reason, purpose for all the content, nurturing your audience, because that's where they fall in love with you, right? When they get to not just you had a sleek ad or a great sales webinar, whatever, like this is where you're real. And this is where you build a super loyal fan base. This is where you can really nurture your audience. And get them ready, get them excited to be able to make some purchasing decisions, right? Moving them through that. And then just generating leads. Point easy and simple, generate leads, collecting emails, collecting phone numbers from people who are interested in what you have to offer. That's why we're on social media. Would I be on social media if not for these things? No. Like I would, because I live away from my family, I would probably just have only my mom and dad and sisters and whatever connected on Facebook. And I would be just posting about my kids. That's it. Like I am not a social media person. However, you better believe I use it a lot for business. So don't let yourself get like, I'm not a social media person. You don't have to be to make a lot of money off of it. You just have to do what you need to do. Okay. I've been so consumed by market research. I'm trying to get my messaging right. No. Okay. Yeah. Christine is swirling in the consuming in the market research part of social media. That is a potential challenge for sure. So what I love, we use content like you're seeing this, what this whole thing is content. This Facebook Live, YouTube Live, TikTok Live, all of this is content. So I'm doing for you exactly what I'm teaching you how to do. So clearly I do this. And how we like to use this is in combination with paid traffic. So not to rely solely on content by itself, but to have paid traffic and content as well, because they go really well hand in hand. Like we've got a lot of people that we're getting leads through our Facebook ad. But in that process, we are people end up following me, right, on my personal profile or on our business page. And then we do all of this content. And so we're getting like a triple, quadruple whammy because now they're getting my daily reels twice a day and they're getting notifications for the events and blah, blah. And we're hitting them multiple times. So they can't get away from me. I'm everywhere. So I love to do it in combination. Now, if you're not to the point of being ready to sell or you're not to the point of running Facebook ads, that's fine. You should still be doing content. You should start doing content as soon as you decide that you want to sell something and who you're selling it to. If you know what you want to sell and who you want to sell it to, even though it's not created yet, even though you haven't recorded any videos, any of those things, that's fine. Okay? That's totally fine. You should absolutely start doing content now so that by the time you have something that you are ready to sell, you have people ready to buy. Otherwise, you run into the conundrum that most coaches and course creators have is they have this great offer and crickets. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's interested in buying. And they just spent 6 months creating this beautiful masterpiece that's sitting on the shelf collecting dust. You don't want that to be you. So absolutely start creating content today. Right after this wraps up, y'all gonna do it, okay? And super simple. Here's just a hack. Like take a screenshot of this live and be like, hey, learning some cool stuff for my new business, right? And you could just post that. That could be super, super easy. Turn off, decline. Okay, so that's kind of the core of why we do this. What's the purpose? Okay. Social media to give value, be social. Email is to be social and sell. Give value and generate leads. So I use social media to give value to my target audience and to generate leads and to further nurture those leads to get them ready to make a purchase. So it's all geared towards selling. It's just different stages of the selling process. So every single day, you need to be creating content. And what that looks like for you personally may be different. But if you are building a business, you got to do it. It's like having a storefront and you never turn the sign around to say open. And that ain't going to play. Like you need to turn that sign around to say open every day. And on social media, you do that by creating content. So you have to do what fits your schedule. And there's different strategies, and we'll kind of talk through some of this. But if you look at my content, and the vast majority of my content focus at this point is either reels. Really, I do a ton of reels, 2 reels a day typically, and Facebook Live or live video. I say Facebook Lives because it's ingrained in me. That's the first place that it happened. But live video. Those are my 2 main content strategies. We repurpose stuff into blogs and into our website as well, but it's reels and it's live video. That's what we do. So some of this content is made just to reach new people. There's no call to action. It's not even big on my personality or anything. And it's just to reach new people. And we're going to get into that specifically. Reels do that really well. It gives you exposure to new people. Okay. And then other content, the rest of the content is about nurturing them, giving value, and moving them closer to a sale. That's what all the rest of the content is about. Okay. So always remember to speak to your target audience. You don't want to be out there just trying all these TikTok trends because they're fun. And you're just like, oh, there's a new filter. Whoa. And like posting videos on TikTok of like filters in just silly stuff. Because that's not your business, right? Like create a separate account if you want to do that and just play with it. You should have a specific business account that always speaks to your target audience. So you'll see that I do some fun stuff on TikTok. I do some fun stuff in my reels, but all of it still speaks to my target audience of coaches and course creators. 100%. All of it. No matter if it's fun, lighthearted, educational, all of it resonates with my target audience. So you should 100% be doing that. Okay. So you have to know who your target audience is. And that's why I say that you start creating content as soon as you know who your target audience is and what you want to sell to them. So that's the only thing you need in place before you start creating content. So, in general, a general rule of thumb, you don't live and die by this, but it is something to note. Okay. Is a 20% CTA. Okay. So 20% of your content has a call to action. You're telling people to do something. So, one of every 5 Instagram posts or Facebook posts, you're telling them to do something. You're telling them to comment for your new lead magnet or to join your group or to book a call with you. You're giving them an action to take that moves them towards a sale, moves them further into your funnel. But 1 in every 5 typically. Okay. Now, TikTok, YouTube, those don't really fit the statistics typically. But everything else, 1 to 5 is pretty good. Okay. 20%. Now you need systems to do this. If you are thinking, well, I'm just going to create content and I'm not going to figure out like how to have a funnel or any of the system stuff, you are setting yourself up for massive failure. If you want a successful business, you need to build the foundation, which includes systems, lead generation systems, or you will hate your business being stuck in Facebook Messenger 24/7, hustling people to try to make a sale. Trust me, that sucks. We talk to people all the time who are stuck in that Facebook hustle. It is not a fun way to build a business. You do not want that. So you have to build out your systems. You need at least a lead magnet funnel. That's a system. Like it has funnel pages, landing pages, where you offer a freebie in exchange for people's contact information, email, phone number, name, right? And then they get the freebie and they get added to your email list and they get email follow-up sent to them. Okay. You have to have this. If you are a business owner, you have no excuses. Get it done. If you're like, I don't know how to do that. Hey, I got something cool for you. Okay. Look at here. I'm going to post it. Here we go. I'm going to post something special for you. All right. If you don't know how to do this, I'm going to put it in here. ConvertPoint.io. Okay. This is an amazing system and it's our system, clearly. And this email follow-up, funnel pages, CRM, like everything that you need, calendar, it's going to save you a ton of time and money. But at the same time, we'll even give you a landing page, a lead magnet funnel for free for signing up tonight from this live. So what you need to do is get signed up with that link and then reply in email and let us know that it was from this live so we can push out a free template for you so that you can have your lead magnet funnel set up tonight. So massively helpful. So that's really, really good. Okay. In YouTube, it is in the description, I believe, as well. But that's really, really good. But you need systems. So creating content without systems is just going to make sure that you're stuck in Messenger, you're stuck hustling all the time and it's exhausting. Okay. So please don't get stuck in Messenger. All right. It is not a fun place to be. And if you're on places like TikTok, nobody even checks Messenger on TikTok. So good luck. If you're trying to sell something, you're going to need some systems. All right. You just got to do it. YouTube, the same thing. You need links for people to opt in. Okay. So now how do you actually create content? What does this content look like? What are you guys supposed to do? Are you freaking out? Is it you just overwhelmed? Okay. I'm going to focus on 3 different types of content. Okay. 3 different types of content. And this again, because there are people jumping on and jumping off because we're everywhere tonight. But this is for coaches and course creators looking to make sales, right? Looking to build an audience, looking to generate leads, make sales. Let's just start with 3 simple versions of content. Okay. Different funnel templates. Like, yes, Robert, there's tons of stuff in there. Excuse me. So, 3 basic types of content. Number 1 is just a written post. Okay. Like I think of Facebook and Instagram for this all the time. Always put a picture on it because pictures get more engagement. Sometimes on Facebook, you can do just the text only like image version, right? Where it's not just small text, but it makes it prettier in a color, right? That works as well. But think about engagement. If you're writing a post, your biggest key thing to focus on is engagement, right? You want to ask questions that people want to answer, right? This or that. I love that. One of my biggest posts for the year is like just like showing my new glasses that I bought and getting their feedback on my new glasses. So silly, however, massive engagement on my personal profile on Facebook because people want to answer that kind of thing. They want to talk about that kind of thing. And they just talk. Fabulous. That boosts your engagement, right? Like I said, some of the content increases reach and some of it nurtures and moves them closer to a sale. That's a piece of content that just increases reach so that now those people that engage and comment on that, they're going to see some of the other posts that move people closer to a sale. Cool, huh? So when you're creating text-based posts, provocative is better, right? Thought-provoking, challenging. All of those things are really good because bland is boring. Bland is boring. You don't want to be stuck in bland, boring land because people just scroll. If you tick people off a little bit, they respond. Not that you want to make people mad, but I have some pretty opinionated things. Like, I love it. No, I hate it when people they run ads saying Facebook ads are dead. And you're like, dude, clearly Facebook ads are not dead because you're running Facebook ads. You're lying in your ad. Really? That's how you run your business? And I will call that out and I'll make a post about that and be like, dude, like people are doing this. Don't fall for this crap. Right? And it's provocative. It's challenging. It's opinionated and people respond. And like I did a reel about similar to this week, and a bunch of people were YouTube were like, no, Facebook sucked, because it was on YouTube, right? Jen says, how do you send stars? Don't worry about the stars thing. I can't figure out how to turn it off. It's on Facebook now, and it's basically you send me money. You put money and stars, and then you send the stars to influencers and people. It's silly. I'd rather just help people who need and use this for content creation, nurturing and moving people along. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, which is crazy, but we got some really, really goodies. Okay. So I mentioned funnels. If you want some templates for some funnels, if you want to see some 3 coaching funnels that convert, you want to type in the word funnel into the comments. Okay. Any of the Facebook lives, we will follow up, and me or my team members will get that to you in Messenger. So send me a friend request so we can actually connect. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description. So it's already there for you. And I think for Twitter as well. Okay. So grab that. Okay. Because you need a funnel. No matter content, social media isn't your funnel. It can be part of a funnel, but it is not your funnel. You need a funnel. So grab that, type in funnel into the comments, and we'll get that over to you. And if you're like, this sounds awesome, but I'm totally lost and I'm going to need some help with how to actually launch this, how to maybe put my program together, how to scale, how to drive traffic, that's what we do. So just type in info in the chat, in the comments, And we'll follow up. We'll just chat, see what's going on, see how we can help you out. If you are on YouTube, there's a link in the description. Just book a time to talk with me. Okay. So, yes. And if you do say info, definitely send me a friend request on Facebook so that I can connect with you to talk. Otherwise, it's going to be a wasted comment that doesn't go anywhere. Okay. So written posts, there's three types of content we're going to lay out here. So one is written posts, what I just went through. Now a second type of post. These are the three things that I do regularly every single day. Okay. So I'm not telling you to do things that I don't do in my business. Number two is reels or TikToks, short form video, vertical video content. So this is YouTube shorts. This is reels on Instagram and Facebook. This is TikToks on TikTok. And vertical video across any of those platforms is the hottest opportunity to get more reach. It is. The algorithms, everything are going to benefit you substantially doing vertical video. They will reach more people than your other types of content will. So highly suggest, if you're serious about content, reels or vertical video needs to be a part of it. Personally, I do 2 a day. I post around 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And I create them either just on my phone and then upload them separately to all of the different platforms. Or if I have to, because I'm doing some sort of audio that's only in TikTok or something, then I'll create it in TikTok, download it, and then I share it to shorts on YouTube, to Facebook Reels on my personal page, on my business page, to Instagram. So I put it all of these different places. Okay. And I'm getting the most use out of my work. If I took the time to record the stupid video, I want everyone to see it. I don't want to waste opportunity. So absolutely, if you're creating vertical video, put it everywhere. Just put it everywhere. Just if you don't have a TikTok, if you're not big on, don't worry about it. Just create the account, slap it on there. So you're at least using it, even if you're not focused on that platform. Like example. Okay. I started a few months ago, got really serious about vertical video. And I was like, TikTok's going to be it. I'm going to focus on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I might as well send it other places because I did the work. So cool, let's do that. And what I ended up doing is sending it to YouTube Shorts without even paying attention, like with no seriousness behind that at all. And YouTube Shorts like took off like nuts. Like I get 1,000 to 5,000 views on a ton of my shorts. At Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, way less. You know, Facebook takes off every once in a while, but YouTube is, at least every other video, okay, is going crazy. So absolutely, just throw them everywhere because you don't know what's going to take off when. Okay. Do you use a tool to add captions and subtitles, vertical videos before uploading them? Yes, I do. So I edit if I'm not creating them directly in TikTok, and I like the editing capabilities in TikTok, so they're fine. However, if I want to keep it without a watermark, right? Because Facebook's going to like it a little better if it doesn't have TikTok's watermark, blah, blah, blah. If I create it just on my phone, I just use my regular video recorder and I record the tiny little clips. And then I go into CapCut, CapCut, CapCut. And I just edit it in there. There's good editing capabilities. You can split, you can move and edit and do all kinds of cool stuff. So I edit in CapCut. Okay. Now for captions, you always want captions because a lot of people, especially on Facebook, are like 80% of Facebook users are not using sound. So you 100% need captions so people can just read what you're saying. So AutoCap, I think, is the app that I found. I'm on Google. There's better ones on Apple, of course, because they get all the cool apps. But I'm on Samsung, and it's called AutoCap, I believe. And it was a little subscription. It was like $4 a month or something, but it's worth it because it's definitely helps. You really, really need captions on your content, on your reels. Okay. So find an app that works for you in whatever thing you are. They are shutting down BC. Oh, because the watermark. Yeah. So I create them outside. Yeah, for sure. HitPaw is pretty great. Just okay, HitPaw. Yeah, and I know that there's ones that just strip the watermark. I've just created it outside when I can and then go, but yeah, there's all kinds of options. Okay. So the biggest thing with vertical video is knowing that people have no attention span whatsoever. And you need to have a hook immediately. Not like, hey, it's Leah Ray, or hey, from Digital Trailblazer, axe. Like, X that out. That's not, that gets axed, right? That ain't happening. You're going into like 3 massive mistakes that all coach creators make. Blah, blah. And I totally started choking and messed up what I was saying. But like, you're jumping in with a hook immediately. Okay. So be short to the point. My teaching based vertical videos, I'm trying to get them down shorter. They are right. I was doing them around 60 seconds and very few were making it to the end. So now I've got it down to like 30 to 40 seconds and it's getting better results. My goal would be like 20 seconds that I can have an informational teaching video that's 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. It's going to be a banger because people like short, concise, gets them what they need and they move on. Okay. So have a really great hook, spend time figuring that out before you start shooting. And especially with reels, I like to alternate the content. What do I mean? I post two videos a day. One of those videos is what I would consider viral content. The point of that video isn't to get them to click on a lead magnet or get them to just fall in love with my teaching and know how much I know about things or whatever. It's simply to reach more people, to use the platform to go viral, get noticed, so that when I post the next video, which is going to be a teaching-based video, it can reach some of those folks. Okay. So if you'll notice, if you don't follow my reels or TikToks or shorts, fix that tonight because you're going to learn what I'm doing. And I take viral content and I'm continuing the thing. So there's like on TikTok, there's audios that go viral. And like my son watches my TikToks. He can't go on TikTok. He's too young, but he watches mine because mine are all safe and I don't curse or whatever. So I let him, he'll sit with me on my phone and he likes looking at mine. And so there's an audio that has gone viral on TikTok, which is a man who has like an African accent. And he says, tough time never lasts. Only tough people last. Okay. So that's the audio and it's gone viral. And what happens is that people mouth that doing different things and with different words. So I took that, I mouthed what he was saying, but my text was like, coaches struggling to make sales, like tough times never last. Only tough people last. And when I switched the text to, commit to mastering marketing, right? Get tough. Master marketing. So I switched it so it always speaks to my target audience, but because of the virality of that audio, it's going to go, the reach has much more potential than just a straight educational post or video. So if you're like, that sounds cool, but I don't get it, just go to my reels. Like after this is done, go to my reels. And if you see me use someone else's audio, that's what I'm doing. If it's clearly not my voice, right, then that's what's going on. Okay. The purpose of those is to reach more new people. Okay. Then the second video I post every day is content. It's great, valuable content that speaks to my target audience. Okay. So I'll talk about having funnels. I'll talk about traffic. I'll talk about niching down. I'll talk about all of these different things and try to keep it really short, just a little nugget, right? and getting them to fall in love, right? Getting them to check out my profile, click on the link in the bio, all that kind of stuff, right? So that's how you use Reels, right? Works really well. Roz, yes, makes so much sense. Good. So seriously, if you aren't following my short form content, fix that. And just if you see me doing someone else's, you want a hack? Here's a hack. If you don't know what's going viral, if you see me doing someone else's audio, do the same thing. But change the context, change how you spin it for your specific target audience. Ta-da! So you don't even have to go out there and search for the viral content. So that's really good. Now, the third type of content that you should absolutely be doing is live video like this. You need to be interacting and engaging and going live. Now, a really good benefit of going live and getting good going live is that you're going to be really good in video in general. People ask me all the time, how are you so good at video? How did you get so good? Because I did a bunch of lives and I sucked at the beginning. Like, we've unpublished a bunch of videos off of YouTube, but trust me, we sucked. Like, we were really, really bad on video altogether. What got me good is because I started going live on my personal page all the time. All the time, right? At the beginning of our journey, that's what we did. And going live allowed me to get comfortable, because you get weird. Like, you just get weird. Like, there's a camera on me, right? You just get weird. And when you go live, then you're able to, like, when you do it routinely, you get to, like, just be yourself and have fun and be real and all this kind of stuff, right? So so lives are really helpful, even just for that one thing, to get good at video. Now, again, you're on a live. It's fun, like, because you're having a conversation. You're talking to people like Dee and Christine and Jen, like my sister's even here for a minute. Like, you're engaging, and it allows you to go one to many. So in one 30-minute session a week, this is my big live night, right? I take 30 minutes and I go live, and I'm reaching and having conversations over multiple platforms with a ton of different people who now feel like, oh, I know her. She's pretty cool. I think she knows what she's talking about. I think she can maybe help me. And I'm doing that one to many versus all the one-to-one connections that are the alternative, right? So it really works well. So I love lives. Now, if the thought of a live video scares you poopless, here's a tip from our friend Mark Harbert, who is like video marketing guru. It was one of the first courses that we ever bought was about video marketing from Mark. And his tip, this is the Mark tip, Mark Harbert. So remember, if you hear this, if you talk to him, tell him that I told you about this and I said it was his. Create a group on Facebook, and don't invite anybody. It's just you in the group, and use that for testing. And you just like Leah Ray testing group. Private, not visible. No one can find it. It's just for me. Do that for you. And then go live in there. Like 5-10 times, and just turn on. No one can see you. And you can even delete it afterwards if you don't want it to stay in the group where no one could still see it. You can delete it. No one's going to see it. Go on and talk about your favorite color. And talk about your name, talk about your mom, your dog, like stupid, like whatever, just so you get used to talking on a live video in a private group where no one gonna see it. That's magic. Yes, secret, private, no target. Yes, and just talk. And the whole point of doing this is just to get okay. Be okay hitting that go live button. Be okay talking. Now, some really important stuff when it comes to live video. Okay. You need to have a lot of energy. There's a huge transfer loss of energy in video, whether it's live or recorded. You feel like you're like super engaged, really animated, got some energy. And then you watch the recording afterwards and you're like, I was so boring. I could have fallen asleep watching myself. You need to force your energy level up. And for someone like myself, I get up early. I get up at like 5 a.m. By the time my evening lives come around, I'm ready for bed. I ain't gonna lie. My energy level is really sucky. And I want to just get my pajamas and go to bed. However, I have to show up for you. And if I show up like I feel, you ain't sticking around, right? It would be totally boring, monotone. I'd be maybe sitting in a chair in a recliner. You can see my little couch behind me or something. And I'm just sitting there talking. And I don't care how good the value of the content is. If you are like oh, Mark is on. That's perfect, Mark. I was just talking about you. So that's awesome. So that totally threw me off, Mark. Sorry. So your energy level is lost in translation. If you show up like that, no one's watching. No matter how good the content is, what you're talking about, no matter how awesome that is, people aren't watching. They're like bored, swipe, bored, keep moving. So you have to bring it. So if you're exhausted and you're like, I don't have the energy for this, what do I do? Let me tell you. I put on my like get pumped up playlist on my phone and I dance and I go to town for a couple minutes before the live. I raise my desk to standing position and I do my lives standing, because guess what happens when you sit? Your energy level is less. When you're standing, you're presenting, you're engaging your muscles, you're moving, and your energy level is naturally much, much higher. So stand during your lives. Force yourself to be you, just more of you, okay? Just a higher energy level of you. So this is like you after a couple of drinks, or when you're a little loosened up with your friends hanging out or something like that. Because if you were to like see me like dropping my kids off in the morning or whatever, I would not be this version of me that would be showing up. This is totally me, but it's me like having some fun, right? And so that's the energy that you need to have in your videos. Okay. I wish I was going live, burnt calories. It is. Honestly, it does. Like maybe that's engage your core while you do it. You can burn some extra calories. Put on the little leg weights or something. That's pretty good, D. Okay. All right. So just definitely force that energy up. And the more you do it, the easier this gets. Okay. So get that energy level high so you can be engaged. And this is important. You see how much I talk with my hands? Do you know when I like before business, did I ever talk with my hands? No. I was kind of mousy. I was just stand there and talk. I had no animation. Business has caused me to become a hand talker. And no, I'm not Italian. I'm English and I don't move. English and Polish and stuff. So use your hands, because for me, it was something that I had to teach myself how to do because it created more energy. It forced more energy out of me. It allowed me to present better. Okay. So absolutely. And then, sorry, we just got a ding on my team. One of my team members just made a sale and was congratulations to Lee. So Lee, if you're live, congratulations. Jared just closed the sale for you. Okay. So simple little tip. Okay. And you notice I adjusted my camera partway through from my webcam. Honestly, I have a big DSL camera that I don't take the time to set that up. I want to jump on, be live, not deal with it. So I just use my webcam. You can just use your phone. You don't need a bunch of special equipment. Good job, Lee. Good job, D. Okay. So just a quick thing with like logistics. You don't want a bunch of space above your head. Okay. The max, and you'll like on TikTok, vertical video, it's a little bit different, but especially for horizontal video, the max is like a hand breadth is the most you want. If you've got a bunch of space like this, it's weird. It's just weird. Okay. You want to be in the camera. So on vertical, about a hand's breadth, horizontal. On vertical, it can be a little bit more. I'm kind of set up funny. There, that's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. So that's a bit more if you're on vertical, or go to my TikTok if you want to jump on your phone, see what it looks like on vertical, but same concept. Okay. You don't want a bunch of space. If I see you after this live tonight and you are sitting, and I can tell you're on a couch or a recliner and you got all this space above your head, I'm going to harp on you. I'm going to go on your live and I'm going to troll you because you know better. Okay. Create that energy, create that vibe. Now, show up as the brand you want to represent yourself. Okay. Show up that way. If you are unshaven, unkept, remember that. That's how people are going to see you. Okay. Now you'll see me. I like, this is how I would like to show up every day. Okay. The reality is I've done these like with my hair in a towel because I wanted to, honestly, it was a test. I wanted to see if it got more engagement, got more people to stop the scroll and see. But I also have massive confidence and I can present whether I'm in my pajamas or I look like $1,000,000 because I've been at this game long enough. If you are just starting, it's even more important to show up for success. Okay. Ladies, that may mean doing your face. Okay. Putting on something nice, shaving your face, men, and maybe ladies. Make yourself presentable and be the brand you want to represent. If you want to, if you have a luxury price point, you best be showing up luxury status. Okay. If you're in a muumuu without a bra and like doesn't say luxury, like doesn't say high-end brand. Okay. If your colors are wackadoo, like super clashy and doesn't say high-end, people will remember that. That's how they're seeing you. And if you're trying to sell something at a high price point, that doesn't jive. Like there's a disconnect there. Okay. Did the towel trick work? I think it did actually, but that was only in my Facebook group. It was not pushed out there otherwise. So I need makeup. So, and you don't need it. If you're not a makeup person, I'm not saying you need to change and be a makeup person. I'm saying you need to show up confidently and in alignment with your brand, whatever that is. So if your fitness, right, maybe that's you've got a sweatband and your hair is pulled back and you got a cute little, whatever workout outfit on. Cool. That fits. You don't need makeup, right? I'm a business coach, right? I look kind of professional. I have a high ticket offer, right? So I should look like I'm not just like I'm a hot mess, right? I should look like I got my crap together if I'm asking someone to pay a high ticket thing. So remember that. A really something that I would have you do is look up, go to Pinterest. If you don't have a brand board, or if you don't think that your brand is really reaching the right people. So if you're like, everybody I talk to is really broken on disability, that's a problem. And I'm going to challenge you to look at your branding. How are you presenting yourself? Do you look like someone that resonates with people who are broke and on disability? Or do you look like someone who resonates with the working people, middle class, upper middle class, upper class? Where do you resonate? Right? So if you've never heard of a brand board, it's typically, it's like your color palette, the fonts that you use. I would tonight, right? You best be writing these notes. Okay. I'm going way long, but I'm giving really good stuff. So I want you to go on Pinterest tonight and look up high-end color brand boards, right? High-end male brand boards, high-end business brand boards, high-end female brand boards. And that's going to give you color palettes to work with. It's going to give you fonts. It's going to show you what looks worth a high ticket offer. So if you've got bright, clashy colors all over and you show up, like, it's going to be hard to make sales. I'm not like, what I do is not, if you mimic exactly what I do, but you're showing up looking slobby, for lack of a better term, and your graphics look not so good, right? The colors are just kind of cheesy. I will have much better results with the same level of work by just making sure that I'm on point, that my colors, my image that I'm presenting myself, all of that is on point. Time my grace. I'm letting mine go. If you don't see, you can't really. They're not super gray yet, but I have a few, and I'm going back to my natural color so I can use it before it's all gone. So, like, if you're not working out of an alley dumpster somewhere, yes, D, you don't want to look like you just rolled out of the trash can with Oscar to go to a Facebook Live or something. Show up the way that represents your brand and who you want to work with. Okay. So, yes, absolutely. Now, CTA, and I've actually done a really bad job of this today. I'm usually much better, but CTA, call to action. On a Facebook Live, at least one call to action with every Facebook Live, potentially two. I like to do two. Okay. My call to action, it's in the video, like you can see it. Okay. Comment funnels for 3 coaching funnels that convert, 3 proven coaching funnels that convert. Okay. If you want me to give that to you, comment funnels. If you're on YouTube, it's in the link, so you can grab it yourself, but still comment just to give YouTube some love. And then I mix it in. Like, if you're like, dang girl, you are good. I need help. Like, I need more than just some free content out there. I need a roadmap. I need a mentor. I need a guide. Cool. Let's talk. Simply type in info in the chat. We'll just have a conversation, see what's going on, see how we can help you out, and go from there. Right? So those are my call to actions, my CTAs. On a live, you absolutely want CTAs. Now, if you're on TikTok, I can't give you links. You got to go to my profile and simply opt in. There's a great freebie there for you. So, you TikTok, you're on your own. So, Christine, we are here for you, Christine. I got you. Okay, info, absolutely, Roz. Funnels. Okay, so when it comes to actually doing this, some people freak out like, I don't know what to say. That's okay. We all freak out at the beginning. And one thing to note, everyone sucks. If anyone tells you they were amazing when they started on video, they liars. Okay. That's not true. People generally suck starting. You want to suck when you're small. You want to grow through the suck now before a lot of people are paying attention. So as you build your brand, as you build your business, as you're driving a ton of traffic, your videos get better and better and better. So get through the sucky part now. Okay. Have a script. Like, I've gone from having a total script for a live where I sit for an hour beforehand and I write out like an essay of what I'm going to say, and move down to like a couple bullet points and everything in between. I've had like sticky notes. Like, I'll take on my phone, like if I'm going to go live randomly on my personal page, I'll just make 3 bullet points or whatever on a sticky note so I don't lose track of what I wanted to say. And I stick it to my phone. So when I'm sitting there doing my live, it's right there. I can't forget. If I go off on a tangent, I can circle back around to the 3 bullet points that I had. So you can have it as scripted or as simple as you want, what fits your comfort zone. Okay, so whatever fits for you, all right, and your personality. Now, what to do from here? How do you actually do this? Because I do not want you to be like, oh yeah, that was so good, she's amazing, and then not do anything. That's not what this is about. I want you to take action. Okay? So immediately, I know. Right now, I want you to commit to me what you're going to do for content. Put it in the comments. How are you going to actually apply everything that I just talked through? And I want to challenge you as well. If you are looking to launch, if you are just getting started, if you are at the beginning stages, if you know that you need help on video, if you know you need to build an audience and you don't have one yet, I challenge you. Ready? Are you ready for the challenge? Do you think you're up for it? Come on. I challenge you to do a run of 21 days of live video. 21 days of live video. Okay. You want to get good. Even if you're like, even before you get into reels, whatever, because maybe you suck so bad on videos, you don't want to do reels yet. 21 days of live video. If you're like, where do I do it? Do it on your Facebook profile. Just do it on your personal profile. Your friends and family can come see you. You know, you can introduce your video, you know, your business, what you're getting started with, why you're doing it. And if you don't know what to do it about, go to ChatGPT and say, give me 21 live video contents, live video titles for weight loss coaches or relationship coaches or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that benefit oriented titles, right? You can put that stuff into ChatGPT and it can just spit out ideas for you. Tell them to do 50 and then you can pick out 21, put them in a spreadsheet and just cross it off the list as you do it. 21 days. Who we gonna do it? I've done it many times in my business. Anytime I felt like there was a lull or there was an opportunity for growth, I wanted to get bigger, faster. What do I always come back to? I'll do a run of lives. You aren't reaching the right people. You're not generating enough leads. You don't have a big enough audience. Do a run of lives. 21 days. Yes, 21, Cherise. 21. So to do it on Facebook, your Facebook profile. If you're on TikTok, right? Snapchat. I'm too old for Snapchat. I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't use Snapchat for business because it doesn't stick around. It's not valuable to me. I don't have the time or the energy to deal with Snapchat. Okay. I think it's still a thing, right? It was big like 5 years ago, and then I haven't heard much about it. But if you know you want to build on TikTok, great. Go live on TikTok. Do your 21 days on TikTok. The benefit of TikTok is that it disappears afterwards. They can't find the video. Thanks, Jordan. I appreciate that. So how long per live for the 21 challenge? Does 5 to 8 minutes count? Yes. 5 to 8 minutes counts. Minimum 5 minutes. Okay. And then go as far as you want. Right. See this video at 52. I'm at 52 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys are awesome. And there's a lot to cover on this topic. And it's so important. So no, at least 5 minutes. If you can do 15, that's better. Throw in your comments, all right, or your questions, because now it's question time and I'll cover all the questions. But how long? That's a great question. So if you at least 5 minutes for your 21-day stretch. But the longer, the better, because in general, more people have time to jump on, right? If I was only on for 5 minutes, most of y'all wouldn't be here. Okay. I'm on for 53 minutes. Now, don't let that intimidate you. You absolutely don't start at 53 minutes. I would not have done this 7 years ago when I first started on video, right? But the more comfortable you are and the more you're used to rattling off value and helping and engaging, blah, 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 it gets easier. Okay. So where to go for titles? Content titles. I go to ChatGPT. Okay. It's AI, right? And you can just put it in like list 50 result or benefit centered live video topics, something like that, or live video titles for weight loss coaches, for marriage coaches, for whatever. Right. And then I'll give you 50 and you can choose, 21 of those. Okay. If you don't have a subscription for ChatGPT, I'm sure you can Google and someone's got it. You've got tons of ideas for you. Okay. Do they need to be on a profile? Can I do most in my health and naturally group since it's small now and I'm just doing it to build the muscle and drop a bunch of value in the group? You can do it in the group. I would maybe, Christine, mix it up so that you're doing maybe the first week, just do it in the group so you get better at doing lives. And then week 2, maybe you're alternating, because then week 2, you want to start to pull people from your personal profile into your group. So your call to action could be from, join my group. Okay. And so for the first week, just do it in your group so you get content in there and so that you're more comfortable doing lives, and then start to use it, do it on your profile to have a CTA to join your group. Okay. So that'd be good. All right, Elliot, for sure. Send me a friend request, Elliot, so we can talk. Okay. Robert says, you mentioned posting to your personal profile. Do you also recommend posting in a group or a business page? Y'all should have a group. If you're a coach, especially if you're not, like if you're talking to teenagers, which I would never advise a coach to target teenagers, because you really have to target their parents, because teenagers don't have money and blah, blah, blah. Facebook, you should have a Facebook group. Okay. If you're working with really young people that aren't on Facebook, maybe we could have a discussion at that point. But for most of us, the people who have money are on Facebook. So they're old enough to spend money on coaching. They're probably on Facebook. So you should have a Facebook group for your business where you give great training, where you engage, where you talk to people, where you nurture your community. Minimum of once a week in the group, right? But also using your personal profile to draw people into your group. Or, a lot of us have been networking forever on Facebook. So use it. If you don't go live, like it's a huge missed opportunity. If you have this massive friends and followers on your personal profile, but you never do anything, you never go live from it, then you're missing those people. So, mix it up, go live on your personal to reach them. Business page, for most people, no, unless I think Dee has a really good business page. Dee, what are your numbers? Dee's in. Good. Dee's going to do it 21 days. She's a beast. She'll get it. Create a group with just me and I'm going to practice 21 days of live video. I love it, Roz. Good. Dell says, do live video. Yes. So most people don't have much reach on their business page. And so it's not somewhere that I would spend a lot of time. Unless you have actively worked your Facebook group and whatever, that's great. If you notice, I'm using StreamYard tonight. Okay. StreamYard, Restream, there's a few different things out there, but that allows me, I have one video thing happening and it's sending it to my YouTube page. It's sending it to my Facebook group, my Facebook business page, my personal profile on Facebook, my LinkedIn business page, I think, Twitter, which I didn't even know they did live video. It's sending it a bunch of places. Okay. And so I'm using a platform to do that for me. And then I have my phone set up to do TikTok. So, do you have to start like that? No, that would be totally overwhelming to try to figure all that out and it's everywhere. But eventually you can do that. If I'm going to go live, I just want to get the most bang for my buck and go everywhere, because I've been at this for years and we've got followers on TikTok. Honestly, our TikTok has 60, 70,000 followers from back when we used to work TikTok heavily, or not TikTok, sorry, Twitter, the other T one. Instagram has if I really wish we could do it through Instagram. We got 33,000 followers, all of these places that we've had for years. What the heck? Send the video stream there. Why not? If I'm going to take the time to do it. I have mines linked together. Okay, good. Okay. Can we be creative with their videos, like teaching with animated characters and voices? Not mine. Also PowerPoint slices, somewhat boring, but it's the best I can do. Mike, be you. Okay. Don't overthink this, because if you do the animated thing, it's number one, it's going to cost you a lot of money to do that. The turnover is going to be so long. It would just be recorded videos that you're presenting like they're live. And you need to build your brand. And animated characters are not going to build your brand, right? So just be you and practice and do it. Okay. Don't make this overcomplicated or it's not going to get done. Business page, 25,000. Boom. And 93% engagement. I can't even, D, you're killing me. We had a page that was higher than that at one point, and then we got shut down. And personal, group is 2,200. Yeah, 25,000 on a business page. And you didn't build that with ads, did you? I think that was organic, I believe. Total followers over 100,000. So D, you best be going live. You best be doing reels. You have massive audience that if you aren't doing these things, you're missing out on sales. Okay. So you 100% want to capitalize on this. Yeah, all organic. Shut your face. That's crazy. You're awesome. So you, yes, Mike, tough love. But D, you like for real, girl, you must be doing lives all the time, doing reels every single day, multiple times a day. Like you have the audience. You've got 100,000 people following you. There's no reason you shouldn't be entering one new person into your sales pipeline every single day minimum. Okay. So yeah, 100%. I work my tush off. It's those Southwest Florida girls. We just all do that, I think. Just kidding. Okay, so if you haven't typed it yet or gotten the link, make sure you type in funnels for 3 proven coaching funnels that convert. If you're on TikTok, I've got a Trello board that does 7 days of Trello, 7 days to high ticket coaching clients. Just grab that. It's really good. And if you know that you need help, then comment info. Let's just chat, see what's going on. No pressure. It ain't a sales calls. It's a hi call. It's a hi. How's it going? What can I help you with call? So type in info. We'll chat, see what's going on, and really see how we can help you out. If that's a free training, I shoot your way. If that's something else, I'll explain, what the next step is. You can explore on that. So yeah, sell those photo girls for the win. 100%. Okay, 3 days a deal. 3 reels a day. Good. 4 photo posts and a value post. Good. Yeah, you need to add lives. Lives is where people fall in love. Like, and that sounds weird. And I don't mean that in a romantic sense. I mean that in just a super fan sense, right? Like if you've ever read Superfan, I think it's called by Pat Flynn, or there's other people who've spoken and written on this topic. But the idea of having like 1,000 super fans to get $1 million, right? So Facebook live video, I feel like, is really where you build those super fans. How do you guys feel after this live video? Do you feel like, hey, I kind of like her vibe? Like, I know I opted into her ad, I joined the group, and I didn't know her before, but now I feel like I kind of know her, right? Like, what has been your experience based, because you may have come into this totally not knowing who I was, and that's fine. I love you still. It's fine. But now that you've gone through this video, what is that experience for you? How much more do you feel like you know what I'm about? Do you feel like she's a real person? She's not just hype. Like, she can actually help. She's legit. Like, she's fun, hopefully. She's a dork. Yes. So that's the power of live video. That's where the super fans really, really come into. Cheryl says, my friends get annoyed at me posting all the time about my business and they are jealous. They're not friends then. Like, unfriend them, tell them to unfollow you. And people get stuck on this sometimes, especially on Facebook. They're like, I don't know, can I just create a separate profile because I'm just connected to my family and my friends from high school and I don't want them to see anything. That's just more work. Let's be real. That's just more work. Don't do it. And plus, I believe it's against Facebook policy to have 2 profiles. And if they catch you, they can shut you down, and they can also mess with your ads account and your business page and all kinds of things. And you don't want to get Facebook mad. Okay. So have 1 profile and warn your friends and family to unfollow you. They can stay your friend. Just tell them there's an unfollow button if they don't want to see business stuff, because you're a business owner. And social media for you isn't just a normal social media complaining zone where most people do. Like, it actually serves a purpose. And so in order, just let them know what you're doing and then just do it. My sister was on here when I started. Do you think she's ever buying anything? No, that would be weird. They know what I do. I did have to tell my family because we are very vocal on different topics. Like, don't comment weird stuff on my posts. And that was about all I had to do. People from high school friends will connect with me and whatever, and they just get it. Like, cool, that's what she does on Facebook. I don't have to have, this is just me. I'm an entrepreneur. I have an online business. You're going to hear about it if you connect with me on social media. I don't hide it in any way. I unfriended my dad. OD. That's funny. Yeah. So Cheryl, just disconnect, right? Like commit to using Facebook for business. Change your mindset around it. It's not somewhere to feel validated or building the family relationships or anything. Use your phone to do that. Call your family, whatever, and simply use this for business, right? If social media was just about fun, I wouldn't be on it. I would post pictures of my kids all the time for my family who live in a different state. That's all I would do, right? But because it makes me money, because it allows me to reach the people who need my help, I'm on it all the time. All the time. So don't, just shift how you're looking at it altogether. Yeah, they're not friends, 100%. Okay. I have a group for family. Yeah, I actually did that too. D, for family stuff. No, I think that's great. Yeah, I'm sorry that they're not supportive of you, Cheryl. You have to build your support system, right? And I think a lot of us learn this at the beginning of our entrepreneurial journey, is that you have to surround yourself with people who are loving and supporting. I haven't posted much about it. I should. I'm talking about creating content and I've been bad. Last weekend, not yesterday weekend, but the weekend before, I was with my business besties. They're my sisters. Okay. They are not biological sisters. They're my business sisters. It is 3 other girls that I love to death, that we completely connect in so many areas of life. And we're all online coaches. We're all in online business. And so we support each other. We sit down, we have tons of fun and we talk about random stuff and we go get our nails done and whatever else. But we also sit and go through everyone's business. Okay, what are you doing right now? What's working really well? Awesome. What do you need help with? Awesome. And we brainstorm and we work with each other and we collaborate on projects all the time. So if you don't have that, would I do that with my family? No, they're not entrepreneurs. They just, when I started, they thought I was nuts. They thought I was dumb. They thought I was working really hard for no money, which is what businesses start as. Okay. So I would not, talk to them about this stuff. I would not talk to my people from high school from this stuff. I would not talk to my, mom friends down in Florida here who we have kids in the same class or whatever. No, I talk to my business girls, my sisters. And we're all in this. We all support each other and we help fix each other's problems. We lift each other up. We support each other. That's what you need to create. So network and get connected with people on a similar journey so that you can build that support system to keep you going, because it's not easy. Anybody who tells you it's easy ain't telling the truth. It might be simple. It ain't easy. Right? There's going to be a lot of emotional challenges in building your business, and you need to build that support group to get through it, or you're not going to make it. Okay. So, Charisse, yes. Preach. Okay, good. And Cheryl, connect with people, network for real. And I like connecting with people for real, not prospecting, connecting with random people, but actually really connecting. So I brought those 3 other ladies together. I was the one that knew everybody separately. And 2 of those 3 ladies I knew because they were clients first, right? Years ago, I generated them as a lead and we ended up selling them something, working together and becoming besties and sisters and everything else. So there's amazing people out there. And just because you don't have them in your life doesn't mean they're not there waiting for you. And it's your job, if you really want this, to go out there and find them. Okay, 100%. So, awesome. All right. So type in funnels to get the funnels, type in info, let's chat, see what's going on, see how we can help you out. I'm going to wrap because it's been an hour. It's been over an hour. This is insane. Okay. I got to stop talking or I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow. So have a blessed night, y'all. I'll see you next Monday, same time. So 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific time. I go live. The main place is always in my group. Recently, I've been streaming it elsewhere if you're somewhere in the elsewhere category. So mark it on your calendars. Always really great topic. Ooh, good. Charisse has her 50 topics. Did you do it in Chat GPT? I'm curious. That would be, type it in. I'm not going to wait, but let me know. All right. Have a blessed night. I'll see y'all next Monday, same time, 7 Eastern.